Right here only on WHAS 11 tonight. As we near 5 months since the crash of UPS jet, parts of Grade Lane are back open and some businesses are welcoming customers. Despite progress for some of those businesses, Grade A Auto Parts remains closed. Owner Sean Garber is waiting for reports before weighing what to do next. But for the first time, he took our Conroy Deluche inside the crash site because he doesn't want anyone to forget what happened on November 4th.
So I came over for the end of the day, sat down to go through emails.
Joey Garber then says the power went out and the building shook, followed by explosions.
Looked to the left and saw just a giant plum of black smoke. Then ran over to buildings 8 and 9 where the crash was and started getting people out.
He had a head count of 30 in his group.
We knew within about 2 minutes who all we didn't have.
15 lives were lost in the crash, 12 of them Grade A employees or customers. In their memory, a wreath with yellow ribbon hangs on a torched ATM.
They didn't come in that morning to not go home that evening.
Joey's dad, Sean Garber, is the owner of Grade A. The lot is surrounded with reminders of those lost.
All of their cars are still here. There's some of their belongings that are here.
NTSB cleaned up the plane debris.
Cockpit was right behind you, right where that semi's turned over.
But some areas otherwise remain untouched.
There's a vehicle here. All this debris came with the plane.
Shells of torched trucks and destroyed buildings remain, some reduced to bricks. On this lot, you can still see part of a scale.
There was a big overhead door right here. So you could see here, this is the last remains of even knowing what happened here. Definitely looks a lot smaller when there's no building or anything around it.
Time, in some ways, remains stuck on November 4th. Cans going through this machine simply melted. Cars searched during a recovery mission still have red X's. You can even see where the fire stopped.
Half the car is burnt and half of it's not. That's exactly where the fire stopped.
As we walk the site, the Garbers can picture buildings and cars coming in and out.
You know, this was a place that had 200 to 300 customers a day come through.
We will always see what we once saw when we were here.
The business will stay closed to customers as Garber waits for an environmental impact report and weighs tough decisions.
There's planes that fly over every day. Is it the right thing to put a business back in that very spot? Will people even want to go back to that very spot?
Questions weighing heavily on Grade A, still mourning who was lost and contemplating an uncertain future. In Louisville, Conroy Deluche, WHAS 11 on your side.
There is a class action lawsuit that's been filed against UPS, Boeing, and GE. And when we reached out to UPS, the spokesperson told us they cannot comment on pending litigation and remained deeply saddened for those impacted by Flight 2976. Garber says he hopes UPS is held accountable.